What's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you the 5 most common email design mistakes I see every day in my inbox that do lower your email's conversion rate. And now I'm also going to show you the real life examples of how to fix those mistakes and generate more revenue. So, mistake number one is too big of a text block and not making the email skimmable. Now, when you design emails and when you write them, so when you create them overall, you want to keep in mind that you want to make your emails as consumable as possible. So, you want to make it that people don't have to use a lot of brain power, that they can just see it, scan it, and in a matter of seconds understand the value proposition and the information in your email. And here we have a great example. So if you would check out this email right here, and I'm talking about this section here specifically, let me just highlight it for you guys. Oops, this one right here. So the hero section. And now the headline and the sub headline is the same. So real soap is better than the synthetic body wash. And then we have a sub headline here. But then on the left variation of the email, we have just the text, right? Without any image or icons. But on the right, we have no text blocks, but like an icon with text below it and a product image. Now let's just quickly read this text. So, our natural men's body wash, wood barrel bourbon, contains nourishing coconut oil and glycerin that keeps you moisturized 24 hours. It has no sulfates, parabens, and I won't even try to pronounce this word. And it comes with 4 fresh manly scents. Now, that probably took me like 4 to 5 seconds to read, right, and to consume. But here on the right, we have the product image, which makes it easy for my brand to understand makes me easy for my brain to understand what this brand sells. And then we have some icons that are obviously make sense for whatever the text is below the icon. So here we have nourishing coconut oil, then we have an icon of the coconut oil. So 24-hour moisturization, as you have here. And here we also have no sulfate. Now I don't know what sulfates, parabens, or this thing is, but I know, right, they're chemicals, and I know chemicals are bad. So when it says no chemicals, it's just a value. It just adds to value, even if I have no idea these chemicals do, right? And then we have 4 fresh man scents. Now just compare yourself consuming this email or this one right here. First of all, this one makes it super easy for you to consume, right? All of these informations, and that's super easy. It's actually better because if we here it says, for example, keeps you moisturized 24 hours, but here we have an icon that says like 24 hours moisturization, which is just it gives you a better image of it, right? It's more tangible. You can understand it more practical in real life, right? But here it says it has no chemicals, but you don't even know what these stuff are. So if they put the icons of chemicals and they say no, they could also have like a little cross here. That's great because you know it's all natural and that's better than chemicals. Especially in today's age, you want to make your emails skimmable and easily consumable, right? You don't want people to be like solving puzzles reading your emails or taking too long because trust me, they won't. And as you make it easy for people to consume, thus more people are likely to consume it, and thus more people are likely to buy. So that's mistake number one. Mistake number two, a really common one, but really easy one to, fix. It's no button in the above the fold section. So if you don't know what the above the fold section is, that's the section that people see when they open your email on their desktop or mobile phone without having to scroll. So that would be around something like here, right? Just highlight that part. So yeah, something like this would be the hero section. The above the fold section. And most people, probably 80% of people or more, will only check that out and go back to their inbox and start opening and reading other emails. So the this is the most important section in your email, and you have to optimize it to perfection. And usually you want to have a hero image, a headline that's straight to the point, doesn't confuse your readers, and a button so they can click on it. Now this image is clickable, so when you click it, it will open a link, but some people won't even know, right? And when it's just a blank image, it's not really enticing to click. But when you simply just add a button like this, your brain just kind of wants to click it, right? So yeah, adding a button in the default section and generally across the email, right? Button right here would also do great, but the about the fold section is a must. Even if your email is maybe not directly selling, maybe it's like an educational email, You still want to have a CTA button be like learn more or read more. Even if your email is an educational one, even if you're not directly selling in that specific email campaign, you also want to have the buttons in the about the post section being like learn more, read more, check it out more, stuff like that. So, people go to your website and they are more likely to buy or get them closer to buying at least. All right, so that's mistake number two. So adding a button in the about the post section, super simple, super important. When a person opens their email, they'll be like, why should I give attention to this email? And I should not like go back to my inbox and open another from hundreds of emails in my inbox. So you have to provide them with some type of value or something, but make it super clear. They won't like read through your entire email to find the value. You want to provide value as soon as possible, and the best way to do that is in the about the full section when they open the email. So in this case, here we have a jewelry brand, and they did a 80% of site-wide sales, which is huge, right? But they bury it in this text block right here. It is bolded. It is kind of noticeable if you pay attention to it. But if you just open it and you see this image and maybe just Prime Day top picks, that's not as enticing as having a 80% off site-wide and just shop the sale, right? Just compare. Now this one will outperform this one in 99% of the cases. It's really that simple. So make sure the offer is clear and in the first section of the email and super visible, especially if it's a sale. All right, moving on to mistake number four, too much stuff in one email. So you remember those magazines? I don't know if you guys still read magazines, but sometimes when I go to the barbershop, I do. And it's like those promotions selling a bunch of stuff. It's just a bunch of stuff in one place. And my brain is just like, nah, I just turn the page to, continue reading it or whatever. Now check out this email. So first we have shop button right here. Then we have this nav bar with a bunch of different offers. We have 10% off quality products, fast free shipping, or save up to 65 bucks on whatever this is, right? Now, this is just too much. For the human brain, this is just too much. People will open this email, they will just be like, hell nah, they will get too overwhelmed and they will just close the email and go on with opening the rest of the emails or going on with their day. So make sure you keep your emails to only one main value proposition or main angle you want to do in that specific email campaign. So obviously you can have the promo bar with your fast free shipping or free shipping over X, the one that you have on your website probably. That's okay, right? And you can just make it like this one, like a simple one, but all of this stuff is just too much. Just definitely people will see this and be like, nah, I'm just gonna close this inbox. Here is a variation of it that would outperform this one. Super simple. It's just save up to $65 on chlorine tabs, whatever this is. Here we have a nice button, nice image, limited time. That's great, right? This feels calm for the brain. It's not overwhelming and it will get more clicks than this one. So that's it for mistake number four. And the last one, mistake number five, is no white space and no clean transitions. So let's just compare these two emails. See here how we have a headline, we have a sub headline, a button, and a hero image. Check out this one. I mean, this one is also cache in terms of space, but this one has more, it's just cleaner, easier to read. But then we have this on the left side, we have this clean transition, like a horizontal line, right? Whoops, that goes into email further. But here is just the simple cutoff. It looks like a template. It looks like you just dragged and dropped an image, like you just made it inside of Klaviyo or another ESP. So yeah, then here we have some arrows pointing down to the product. Here again, it's just like a template. Here we have like a tiered paper transition going into the last section, but here it again it's just like a rectangle cutoff. So just compare these two emails and see how this one flows more smoothly and it's easier to scroll through. It's more dopamine giving, I guess, and it's just simpler to consume. While this one on the right seems kinda rough, especially if we were to use like different images of different lifestyles of people using the product and we just stack it on top of another, it just doesn't feel so clean and skimmable, I guess. So yeah, those are the 5 most common email design mistakes I see. And it's not only enough to update one. You want to make sure everything is updated. So when these 5 mistakes, when they are fixed, when they are used properly in emails, when they work together, they make the experience of your customers smooth, flawless, and just naturally for them to, click on the email, go to the website and purchase if they're interested. But yeah, I hope you guys got some value from this video. If you want me and my team to take care of your entire process of creating emails, that's copy, design, implementing them in Klaviyo, scheduling them, setting up your flows, your segmentation, your deliverability, everything. Uh, Click the first link in the description below, book a call with me. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.